Like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Oh, hold up, hold up.
What gang moves?
I like to walk around with my chain loose.
Let's go! Happy fingers, do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, fingers, do you still?
Nasty and so rude that I don't ever bring anybody around me like that.
So nasty.
And that's what happened.
So rude.
If I wanted to say that, I would have wrote it.
Implied that.
I said what I said.
Okay, worry about your damn dry ass new
chicken.
face, whatever you got going on.
Let me stand up, honey. Oh. So I can show you the body and the face. Bitch, you could never, honey, never.
You always talk about butts, not shots, not or whatever.
Welcome to the Unfiltered Doll, baby, where we do what? A little bit of cussing around here, so your parental advisory has been advised. Also, baby, we might have some bad opinions, but whatever you're going through, baby, always remember, if you feel triggered, baby, we're not talking about you. We are talking about the people on the screen. Now, let's get into this mess.
Your little ray of sarcastic sunshine has arrived.
Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me, sugars. I am on my phone. So, baby, if you can hear me, understand that I love y'all down. Welcome on in. I cannot see my chat just yet. I do see Chocolate so far on the phone. Beauty is her name. Chocolate, I see you were here first. April B. I am Coco. Just need to know if you guys can hear me loud and clear before I start rambling while driving. Okay. Thank you for, oh, Kathy, darling, thank you for being my friend and our friend, baby. Thank you. And welcome on in to the Dollhouse for 7 months, baby. 7 months, Sister Kathy has been a doll member. Thank you for being my friend as well, baby. Yes. L. Sid, Linda, I am Coco, April B. Oh, why did I get, this was the wrong time to go to the store with the school bus happening. Okay. El Cid, hey, El Cid now. Miss 215, hello, China from the bushes, hello. Thank you for confirming my audio and a shimmy and a shake. A shimmy and a shake to Kathy, darling. So you guys, listen. Although I can't see, in the chat, because I don't know if you know how StreamYard looks on your phone, but it's not giving what it needs to give. And I cannot drive and maneuver 2 phones at the same time. We want the doll to be safe. I also can't go live throughout the day while I'm at my corporate job because I am working on a new project. Okay, so there's that. So I have to do it now before I get home and log into that damn corporate job of mine. Now, when I do come to a stop sign or somebody's traffic light, or when I get stuck behind this bus, who in here is familiar with Donna and her roots, Charlie and his hair, Wendy and her bullshit, and Harvey walking around here like he's innocent? I just need to know who's all following this shit. I just met Donna, Charlie, Wendy, Harvey, Jeff, and may Dan rest in peace, baby. I just met these people about 48 hours ago. I heard of the Adelson name and I seen things, here and there, but I didn't know what these people did. I recall Charlie from the phone calls from prison calls, but I never listened to those calls because, I'm so wrapped up in Nesto and his dusty, ashy elbow behind. But I see now that I've been missing out on some mess. Oh, baby, I love to be in the people who be down there to the country club. The women having the Pamper Chef parties. Do they still have the Pamper Chef? Baby, they knocked y'all in the head. Y'all remember paying for that expensive stuff? Oh, baby, that was the ripoff of the century. But any damn who, I like to be in their business. And do. Them Alice, baby, I thought is it the Murdochs? Baby, I thought Alex and them was a mess. Oh, baby, I thought Alex and his family and his son driving the boat. Baby, I thought they were a mess. Do you hear me? I thought they were a mess. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me tell you something. How did I get here? One of my special doll babies, she be in the rose bushes, she sent me a DM with a clip from Emily Baker, which is here on YouTube. And I believe Emily Baker, and her name might be Emily Jones. It might be Emily Mason. But I'm calling her Emily Baker because I think that's her name. She is a lawyer, and she was talking about Donna, washing the money. Now, most of us, we hear washing that money. I think you think of Ozark, people who wash the money. Not Donna. Uh-uh. Not Wheel of Fortune, not Donna with her roots, not Donna with her small ear canals. Not let me check the inmate handbook, Donna. No, not that Donna. Donna literally took the money and washed the money. Yes, she did. The money was moldy. She didn't let it air dry. She washed the money, y'all. But any damn who, that is what made me go down into this rabbit hole. Now, it's only been 48 hours for me. So please understand, I might be loud and wrong. But, go ahead and clap for your girl because she's confident enough to come out here anyway and talk about it. Now, so far, I have been watching Over My Dead Body, which is on ABC News on the YouTube. You can find it elsewhere, but that's where I'm watching it. I've watched a true crime. It was like a 1 hour and 30 something minutes. I put it on my community wall, which wraps up this whole, like it tells you what you need to know to get started for damn sure. And it makes you feel like you've been following this the whole time. The problem is I'm starting with Donna. Well, Donna is the last one from the family to, she's locked up. They won't let her out. I have to now work backwards. So I have to see what had happened with Charlie, what happened with Wendy and her new titties that she got for setting all of this up. I got to see what was going on with the actual hitmen who ran up to Dan in a Prius. Is that what it was? That alone tells you it's a mess right there. And shot that man in his head, in his driveway. I'm not using code words today on YouTube because I'm grown. I'm tired of it. Don't nobody else use code words as far as the people reporting from the corporate YouTube channels don't use code words. I'm not using them. God darn it. You need to know what I'm saying. So they did that. He did not die right then and there. Once he got to the hospital, I forgot the exact time and how long he was at the hospital for, but that's where he passed away. Okay. And you might say to yourself, well, what had happened? How did we get here? Now, I done heard of some shit like, oh, okay. But when you just pretty much in a nutshell say, oh, it was over a custody battle, and then you think about all the players on the chart lined up, what do you mean this is over a custody battle? And that's what it is. It is over a custody battle. Now, they say Wendy didn't like her son-in-law, Dan, because of how he was treating, not Wendy, I'm sorry, Donna didn't like her son-in-law, Dan, because of how he was treating Wendy. Now, he wasn't putting his paws on Wendy. Wendy didn't come out and say that. However, they had a communication issue and problem in their marriage. Now, we know there are plenty of people who are married and they cannot stand their mother-in-law. Their mother-in-law can't stand them. And that works both ways for a husband and a wife. But just imagine if everybody who is on the opposite side of their feelings when it comes to, the marriage of their daughter or their son, if they made the decision to say, you know what, I cannot stand this son of a bitch. I am just going to remove them from the face of this earth. I'm going to organize, come together with a few people in the family around the dinner table, eating unseasoned chicken breasts, and we are going to, I took it too far, but I said what I said. And we are going to kill Dan. That's some crazy work, but that's what they said had happened. So bear with me 1 second. Hopefully I am not just rambling for fun. I hope y'all can hear me. Lord have mercy. Okay. So can we still hear the doll? Please let me know if you can still hear the doll. Oh. Now, in members only, I did go over there and I had some colorful things to say about Donna and her roots. Donna is careless, but she's a control freak and she's very careless, very stupid, if you ask me. But I need somebody to confirm my audio before I continue. I will speak to whomever I can see in a moment. Us as in we singers need love too. Miss HLS, Miss Gigi. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 Pen Pal 50. I didn't get to Dateline yet. I didn't get to Dateline just yet. I didn't get there yet. Nope, I am not there yet. So, yeah, you guys, it's a mess. But if you don't know what happened, now I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that I'm going to be in and out of the store within 10 minutes. So I'm going to play a clip for you. I'm going to play a clip for you. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let me get this message down because that's something I'm going to do in a different live. Where's that message coming from? Why can't I get that off of my screen? Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Okay. So let me go down here and get me a background. Oh, I did put a couch over here. I don't see it popping up on my screen though. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me see. Oh, I'm going in and out. Well, that freaking sucks. Hey, my bell baby. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio from the clip that I'm about to play, and then we'll go from there. Hold on. Oh, shit.
So your single brother is a pretty handsome guy, right?
I think he's handsome.
Right. We've seen his pictures. Good-looking guy. Never been married, right?
Were you guys able to hear that clip? Fussbox, Ms. Rel, welcome on in. Glass half full. Hello, hello, hello. All right, good. I'm going to play a clip for you guys. It's about 10 minutes long, right? I'm hoping that I'm in and out of the store in 10 minutes. I need to be because I got to be back home by 8:30, right? Well, y'all know I be late sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop it just in case I'm not back in time. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you, baby doll in the rose bushes, for the Cash App and the communication. Good to know. Hey, Tam, baby, welcome on in. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to run into the store. I'm going to play a 10-minute clip, and it's going to sort of let you know everything that's happening. If you're not familiar with the Donna, let's just say the Adelson family, okay? I believe this clip does that. Let's see what we got. I'm going to put it on loop just in case I take longer than 10 minutes. All right. I am not going to talk throughout this at all. Shout out to TikTok, baby, because let me tell you something. It's hard to find a reliable source sometimes on TikTok because they like to make things up. And this clip, I was just like, this is going to be helpful because it was in alignment with what I've been watching so far. Okay, so let's do that. It's going to loop if I take longer than 10 minutes. I hope that's okay.
This morning, the murder trial began for Donna Adelson, and if you're not familiar with this Florida grandmother's murder for hire plot that's already resulted in 4 convictions, don't worry, I'm going to tell you everything. To explain why Donna Adelson is accused of murder, we have to first understand the killing of her former son-in-law, Dan Markel. On July 18th, 2014, Dan Markel's neighbor in Tallahassee, Florida, hears a loud bang. The neighbor saw Dan Markel's car sitting in the driveway of his home, and when he approached, he realized that Dan Markel had been shot. The neighbor called 911 to report the incident and also said that he saw a silver or white Prius leaving the neighborhood quickly. EMS arrived after about a 20-minute delay due to a dispatching error, and they took Dan Markel to the hospital where he died the next day. At the time of his death, Dan Markel and Wendy Adelson had been fighting a custody battle over their 2 children. In 2012, Wendy Adelson had packed up the children, left divorce papers on the bed, and left the home. Wendy wanted to take the kids 6 hours away to South Florida to be closer to her own family, and Dan Markel was like, absolutely not. And the court agreed with Dan. They basically said, if the kids are happy and healthy where they are, you can't just take them. And there was definitely conflict between the Adelson family and Dan Markel. In fact, Markel in early 2014 had asked for a hearing to be scheduled to make it so Donna Adelson could no longer see the children unsupervised. The hearing was scheduled, but it never took place because Dan Markel was murdered before the hearing could happen. Markel had been a well-known and respected Florida State University law professor, and investigators looked into and cleared his former students and colleagues, etc. They also obviously called in his ex-wife Wendy for an interview. She told investigators about her divorce issues and generally complied with their investigation. She let them look at her phone, she gave them fingerprints, she let them photograph her, all without a lawyer, I believe. Which is crazy. Don't do any of that ever. Even if you're innocent, ask for a lawyer immediately. Wendy also talked about her brother Charlie Adelson. She said that Charlie would make jokes about hiring a hitman to kill Dan Markel and resolve her problem. She said that after their divorce, he gave her a big TV and he said, here, this is cheaper than hiring a hitman. Wendy also brought up this guy that she had been dating whose name is Jeffrey Lacasse. They had started dating in 2013, about a year after her divorce from Dan Markel, and they broke up about a week before Dan's murder. Wendy also calls her mother Donna while she's being interviewed by the police, and they listen to that conversation as well. And Wendy says she's relieved to hear that her mother is surprised by Dan Markel's death because it means that they didn't have anything to do with it. She said that her parents had more reason than anybody to not like Dan Markel because he had hurt her. After the interview with Wendy, the police do interview Jeffrey Lacasse, and he's like, you guys should be looking at Charlie Adelson. Jeffrey at this point is clearly head over heels for Wendy, but he can't deny some of the disturbing things that Charlie has said about Dan Markel. Jeffrey told police that in 2013, Wendy had revealed to him that her brother said that he could hire a hitman for $15,000 to kill Dan Markel. And at this point, the police kind of have a theory of what happened here, but they really don't have any hard evidence, so they have to go back to the beginning. And they think about that neighbor that called and said there was a silver or white Prius. By retracing Dan Markel's steps the morning that he was shot, police are able to find security footage of this Prius. Not only do they find the Prius, but it's also a very specific color called silver pine mica. This is not the exact car, this is just the color example. And you can see the side view mirror is painted the same color as the body of the car. And police had noticed that on the Prius that was following Dan Markel, one of the side view mirrors is black and the other one is painted the same as the body of the car. They also noticed that the car had a toll pass on it and they were able to pull up information. With all of these identifying features, they were able to figure out that this was a rental car from South Florida. Police determined that the car was rented by somebody named Luis Rivera, who was a leader in the North Miami branch of the Latin King. The rental agreement also listed a second phone number. It was labeled only as brother, and they determined it belonged to Sigfredo Garcia. Garcia and Rivera had been childhood friends, and Garcia had a very interesting connection to the Adelson family. The police had been trying to figure out why these two random men drove 6 hours north to Tallahassee and killed a Florida State University law professor. And this is where Katie Magbanwa comes in. Not only was Katie dating Charlie Adelson from 2013 to about 2015, she also has 2 children with Sigfredo Garcia. Police had already been aware about Katie Magbanwa after looking into the Adelson family, but this connection was a big deal. The Adelson family is wealthy, with both Charlie and his father Harvey working for the family dental practice. Police had been suspicious because they found paychecks to Katie Magbanwa from the Adelson family dental practice, but they couldn't find record of her actually being employed there. Investigators looked and they couldn't find any kind of work schedule for her or employee paperwork, and later Katie would testify that she did not work at this office. Eventually, Katie and Sigfredo were both arrested. Luis was already incarcerated on unrelated charges, so they just charged him for this murder as well while he was in prison. With all three of them being in prison, one of them was bound to take a deal, and it was Luis. Rivera became a witness for the prosecution, and he told them everything. He said that he had driven the car, Sigfredo had shot Dan Markel, and that Katie had given them the instruction. This was in late 2016, over 2 years after Dan Markel was shot, and they still have no solid proof of any Adelson family involvement in the crime. But investigators still very much believe that they were involved, so they go back and look further. They pull emails from Donna Adelson and Wendy Adelson from around the time of the divorce, where Wendy Adelson is saying, let's go low. Dan Markel's Jewish faith is very important to him, and at one point, Donna Adelson, who is also of Jewish faith, suggests that they change the religion of the grandchildren to Christianity, have them baptized to mess with Dan Markel. Donna said, let's show him what would make him absolutely miserable. Donna also allegedly suggested that they pay Dan Markel $1 million so he will go away and they can just have custody of the kids. Remember when I said that Dan Markel had been awaiting a hearing to prevent Donna Adelson from seeing the grandchildren alone? With all of this information, I don't find that surprising at all. But with very little concrete evidence, the FBI says, let's just do a sting operation. And they have an undercover agent approach Donna Adelson. He basically tells Donna, look, we know you're taking care of Katie and you're taking care of Sigfredo, but you're not taking care of Rivera, and we want $5,000. He hands Donna a piece of paper with a statement on it that's basically a blackmail or extortion letter. And he's like, look, I know we took care of your problems up north, so now you're going to take care of some of our problems. And in the moment, Donna plays dumb, but she immediately calls Charlie Adelson. She's like, a man just handed me paperwork, and I think it has to do with us. He's like, what do you mean? She's like, I think you know what I mean. Like, it's not subtle. And then Charlie immediately calls Katie and is like, why is somebody harassing my mom? Mind y'all, every single one of these phone conversations is being recorded because the FBI has all of these people wiretapped. And before Magbanowa's arrest, Charlie meets up with her at a restaurant. The audio on this is absolutely terrible, but he's basically telling Katie, kill this guy if you have to. If you don't, I will. Luis Rivera pled guilty as part of his sweetheart deal, but Sigfredo and Katie both went to trial. They found Sigfredo guilty, but they were hung on charges for Katie. But the state was not going to give up, and they prosecuted her again. And Katie's retrial was delayed over and over because of a combination of the pandemic and other issues. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, Dan Markel's parents, Ruth and Phil, want to see their grandkids. Directly after Dan Markel was murdered, Wendy Adelson did take the children to South Florida, getting exactly what she wanted all along. And by 2016, they cut off contact with the grandparents on Dan Markel's side. At this point, Wendy Adelson chooses to change the last name of the children from Markel to Adelson. She says it's for security reasons. I don't think that makes any sense. Dan's parents decide to take legal action, eventually getting the Markel Act passed in Florida. This legislation basically says that if a child's parent dies and the other parent is found guilty of a crime against the first parent, the grandparents of the deceased parent will get access to the children, maybe if a court allows. This act passes in early 2022, and the Adelsons allow the Markels to come see the grandchildren for the first time in a long time. During all of this, an audio expert from the CIA is ripping apart the audio recording of Charlie Adelson and Katie at the restaurant. The recording had been so bad previously that they could not separate out whose voices were what to get context, but this expert with 10 years under his belt was able to isolate their voices. And in the newly released audio, you can hear Charlie tell Katie that if he was actually worried about being arrested for this crime, that he'd be on a plane out of there. Foreshadowing. He also expresses his confusion as to why they're going after Donna Adelson and not him. And with this new audio evidence, 2 months later, they finally arrest Charlie Adelson. Not long after his arrest, Katie is convicted at her second trial, and she decides to become a state witness too, because why not? She testifies that Charlie came up with the whole idea to kill Dan and gives a ton of details to the court. And at Charlie's trial, he's like, actually, there's two crimes happening here. He alleges that he had nothing to do with Dan Markel's murder and that all of these people were trying to extort him for money. He said that Katie had told Sigfredo about the problems with Dan Markel, and Sigfredo chose to go kill Markel and then extort the Adelson family for money afterwards, saying that he had heard that Donna Adelson was willing to pay Dan Markel $1 million to leave the kids alone, and now he wanted that $1 million for killing him. The prosecution is like, how would this make any sense? Why would he go kill this crime without even the promise of any money? Why wouldn't he just come rob you? And Katie had testified that Charlie handed her over $138,000 in cash, which was stapled together, and for some reason, Charlie was known to be stapling his stacks of cash together. Rich people are weird. Anyway, they also convict Charlie Adelson, and a week later, he's on the phone with his mom. And the prison phone line picks up something very interesting. He's having a whole conversation about leaving town, going to Vietnam, and how they don't extradite to the US. Investigators hear this, and they look up records and realize that Harvey and Donna Adelson have had purchased one-way tickets to Vietnam the day after Charlie was convicted. They rush to the airport and catch them just as they're about to board their one-way flight out of the country. This whole trial was supposed to start last year, but on the first day of Donna's trial, her lawyer was like, I actually can't be your lawyer anymore. Donna's lawyer had been Charlie's lawyer in Charlie's trial, and because this lawyer would have to cross-examine Charlie during Donna's trial, Charlie was like, that's a conflict of interest, and he did not want to waive attorney-client privilege. Those are all the details I could possibly fit in this video. Like I said, jury selection started this morning, so whenever that's done, opening statements will begin. Love you guys, drink water, bye!
So, honey, okay? Honey, so that pretty much is I felt like it was a decent summary for sure. Hold on a minute. So pretty much everybody is crazy. Wendy in her eyes, Donna in her roots, Charlie and her hair. Thank God that the brother doesn't have the one brother, they disowned him because he didn't want to marry who Donna wanted him to marry. Lord forbid if one of the brothers would go out there and, you know, make the decision to, you know, be in love with a woman who is not part of the same religion. And I believe I think she was from India. I think all of that was a problem for Sister Donna. So he just went on about his business and he don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he doesn't. So thank God he's not part of that. I do not understand how Wendy and Harvey, they're running around here free as a bird. I don't understand that, okay? Because my whole thing is this. Hold on, you guys. Bear with me. I got too much in my front seat, and my car thinks there's a damn passenger. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So, I don't understand how our good sis, which ain't no sister of mine, but I'm just saying, Wendy has been showing her ass and very smug, very cocky, just very much like she doesn't have anything to do. I'm sorry, when they sat and talked to Wendy for 5 hours, that rotten heifer threw everybody under the bus in a roundabout way, if you ask me, including the man that she was laying up with. She done threw poor Jeff right on under the bus. But then after she would throw them under the bus, she would say things like, oh, well, I don't think they would be capable of doing things like that. I'm paraphrasing, but back to Donna, because that's who I'm focused on right now. I told you guys I have to move backwards because Donna is the one right now. I believe today opening arguments. Sorry, y'all, I'm driving. We should be getting the open arguments today, but I'm still trying to, you know, learn the background. Now, something I watched yesterday, I finally got a chance to see Dan's parents, which they were down there, over there in Canada. They're here now. I was told that they are here in the States fighting for the boys, I believe is what somebody told me. So I'm moving backwards. I didn't get there yet. I don't know how to feel about them so far. I just think that the way Dan was murdered, I don't know how people mourn. I can't tell people how to mourn, but when they get on these television shows and these docs, I feel like when they're, you know, telling a story, I was just like, you're not sad enough for me. And that's not up to me to make the decision. So I don't want to point my finger at them and make a judgment call based off of what I've seen so far, you know? So yeah, Donna, can you imagine you got one toe? You're only one toe away from leaving the country, fleeing the country, baby, and you're arrested. They have so much privilege. Her husband, Harvey, told her that she didn't have to do it. Like they had a choice, like Donna had a choice not to get arrested that day. And then Donna, she's such a manipulator. She's like, oh, my husband's old. He's something about, I'm paraphrasing, he's in his 80s. He's not going to be able to get home safely. Honey, you have to call an Uber. Ain't nothing wrong with Harvey's ass. If you ask me, Harvey looks younger than Donna. There's nothing wrong. Well, he did in the airport. Harvey was very much standing there in his good polo tee. You know what I'm saying? Given not a bit of what she was saying. And what tripped me out is this heifer. Why were they bottle feeding her like she was an infant? Sitting in the back seat of the car, I guess Donna got thirsty. Her little throat was dry. So the officer was literally sitting there feeding her an 8-ounce bottle of purified water. I could not believe what I was seeing. I said, this is absolutely insane. Is this first class treatment for all people arrested in cuffs? Like if you get a little thirsty, if your throat is a little dry, are you bottle fed water? I've never seen that before. That was a first. Harvey was just a kissing his wife in the mouth. You know, they just thought all was well. Baby, when the roosters come home, however the hell you say the quote, honey, I'm acting like Nesto tearing up the good quotes out here. Baby, listen, don't ever think you're going to get away with something, because this shit will catch up with you eventually. I'm sorry. You can't just go around murdering people or organizing someone's murder over a custody battle. You shouldn't do it at all, but over a custody battle lets me know that Donna is very much reminded me of, did you ever see the movie Serial Mom? Where Serial Mom she just didn't give a damn. Baby, she killed that lady because she had on those white pumps after Labor Day, honey. Serial Mom didn't give a damn. Serial Mom killed somebody because I believe was it too much profanity for her? Serial Mom was out of control. And this is how I see Donna. Donna's out of control. If you felt like, oh, is the hair store open? Because I do need me. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. No, let me take my ass home. You can't just go killing people when you can't have your way. Like she's even on a phone call saying something about, her grandkids no longer, they're now at the age where they want to be around their friends. They don't want to be with grandma and this, that, and the third. Well, bitch, you was not retired when Wendy and Dan was going through their marital issues. So y'all wanted them kids and Wendy to be in Miami so bad, but how are you going to help Wendy when you both were still working? Based off of my research and what I've seen so far, yes, retired now, but they were still working. Harvey was still showing as I think they say he was was he still practicing with his son? I believe he was. So who the hell was going to babysit when she got down there to the Miami if the grandparents is still down there to the job house? Huh? Like, I just think that's a crock of shit. And if you took flight to take your ass over there to the NOM, then it's nothing to take an 8-hour, it's 8 hours. I think they say Tallahassee to Miami. Is that 8 hours, you guys? Is that accurate? Those of you down there in Florida, take a damn flight to see your grandkids and your daughter. I mean, what's the problem? Child, listen. But anyway, Donna's on that phone call saying that she feels like the family is cursed, and she says something else and says something like, and I feel like there's nothing I can't do about it. I can't do anything about it. And when she said that, I said, oh, this bitch done probably kills a few other people. She done probably set up a few removal of a few humans because she has to be in control. Even during her arrest, you can tell that she thought she was the man and the husband of the relationship. Like, you could just tell she was just one of those people who she's a control freak. And sometimes it's to the point where some people, if they can't control a situation, then they got to eliminate the problem by any means necessary. There's an email floating around that she wrote to Wendy, and the email alone says guilty, like the games that she plays. And Wendy learned from the best. She learned from the best. Charlie is disgusting. I seen a clip of him describing a woman who was attractive down there to the courtroom. I believe he was on a phone call talking to Donna. Come to find out, the woman that he thinks is flirting with him down there to the courthouse, keep in mind he's in jail, was his goddamn sister. Was the goddamn sister. Now, if that ain't some sick shit, I don't know what is. So I was just like, so is this a flowers in the attic type of family? What is going her ear canals? She needs a headset because her ear canals are really small. And she described it to a T what was going on with her little ear canals. She said something about the shower. When she went to go take her shower, she usually takes her shower at a certain time of the day to avoid, to avoid any conflict with the girlies. She likes to get in the shower when everybody's asleep. One day she's in the shower, and Lord forbid if she didn't feel some fingers at the small of the bootay, honey, at the small of her back, at the tip of the ass. And then they started to crawl up her back, the small of her back. And I forgot what she said, but then she said the girl ran off. So poor Donna has been tampered with almost, allegedly. It was a close call down there to the shower house, okay? Also, something happened with another inmate in Donna or something, and she referenced the inmate handbook. Girl, you are in prison. If you don't jail, prison, whatever. Child, listen, you cannot make this shit up. She also is upset because she has gained a third of her body weight because Lord forbid if the jail does not serve a keto or an Atkins or paleo diet. They're serving her a bunch of carbs, and poor Donna is gaining weight. She's not happy about that either, okay? So Donna is a mess. So let's look at a few more clips just so we can get into Donna's foolishness. And then we're going to head out because I'm still trying to catch up with this. Now, in members only, I had told the dolls, my good dolls, I said, babies, listen, don't send me no DMs. I don't want no DMs right now. I'm busy. I'm booked. I'm busy because I'm trying to get to know, I got to get to know Donna. I got to get to know Charlie. I got to get to know Wendy, Kathy and her new titties, and the two hitmen, okay? The getaway driver and the one who pulled the trigger. I got a lot of people that I have to catch up on. So don't send me any DMs right now, child. I can't. I can't. I cannot right now. Donna and her roots. Why did they set her up in that turla suit? Honey, speaking of a turla, honey, why did they put that turla suit up there on Donna like that based off of that phone call that they heard?
My Lord. A snapping turtle. Wow. I hope that's all in there. Look at that sucker. A snapper.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. He ready to snap too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Lord. This is at the home of
Turla. They had to put a snapping turla onto the Donna because, let me see if I have that picture. I don't have that picture right now. This is another podcast that I was listening to, though. I'm going to show you another podcast that I was listening to. I'm uploading the picture now. They had to put a turla suit on Sister Donna because of her, saying something about harming herself, down there on the phone calls. That's another thing I have to do. I have to get caught up with all of the phone calls on the playlist down there at Shay and hubby's house. So there's just so much I have to do and get caught up on because, baby, I'm locked in. Donna has me locked in. This is another podcast that I've been listening to as of this morning, which is called Murder in the Morning. Okay. And this is from the Hidden Killers podcast. So I'm listening to the audio of that, the audio of some of the court hearings for Donna is what I started listening to, but they have a whole bunch of things you can find for this whole Adelson family mess. But that's only if you can handle audio and no visuals, okay? Because that's all it is. And yeah, I'm just trying to, oh, baby, listen. I'm just trying to get it together and get all up into these people's business. Yes, I am. Bear with me one second. And you know what? When I listen to Donna talk and speak, I feel like she sounds like Shirley Strawberry sometimes. And I don't mean the behavior of Shirley. I mean like her voice reminds me of Shirley Strawberry, which is odd and strange. But let's play a few videos and then we're going to get out of here, okay? Hello to everybody that stepped into the room. I have been driving, grocery shopping really quick. I've been doing the most walking and chewing bubble gum. That is a talent. And I do apologize if this live is piss poor quality. But let me go over there to the dollhouse so that I can play some other videos, and then we're going to close this out. So we're going to go back over here to Donna's house. Okay, Donna would love a living room, but for some reason my backgrounds, they're not working over here. Let me see. I don't know why. So let's just play. Let's get to know Donna a little bit. This is Donna back in the day.
And we now meet Donna Adelson from Coral Springs, Florida. I want to hear all about you, Donna. Let's go.
Well, I'm a domestic coordinator.
A domestic coordinator?
Yes. I'm responsible for the activities, classes, and lessons of my son Robert, who is 16, Charlie, who is 12, Wendy, who is 10, my husband Harvey, who's in the audience, and my dog Sam.
Donna.
F.
Yes.
Mischief maker.
Yeah, that's it, Donna.
Hello. So that was Donna back in the day, honey, on Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's hear some of the crazy moments Donna had in court so far. Not what's going on right now, but I think this was a motion hearing or something. I'm not sure, or a bond hearing. Who knows? But let's just get into the clips.
So with respect to the time period when you've been in the annex, which was from August of 24 until recently February of 2025, was it your understanding you're supposed to be taken outside a certain number of times?
Well, the inmate handbook says you get a minimum of 3 hours of outside time per day, per week, per week.
Okay, and during your time in the annex, did you experience a week where you got 3 hours of time outside?
We haven't gotten 3 hours in 6 months.
Okay.
This is a nut. Now, she is down there in them courtrooms, baby. She still thinks she has some type of privilege.
I've gained more than a third of my body weight here. The diet is all carbs, no protein, and when you get spaghetti with mashed potatoes, cornbread, and white bread, that's your dinner. That's very typical of what we get.
It's been a big for you is lack of sleep. So we're going to just kind of go through this quickly for the court. But you testified previously that the nighttime medications come between 11:30 p.m. and 1:30 or 2 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And part of the nighttime medications that you get, is there something in there to assist you to go to sleep?
Yes.
Okay. And then you get the medication. About how long after that is it before you can go to sleep?
From the time I get it, probably a half hour.
Okay. All right. And what time are you woken up for breakfast?
Between 3 and 3:30.
Okay.
Last night was 3:10. just within that half-hour range is when it comes.
Okay, and once you're woken up for breakfast, are you capable of going back to sleep?
No.
Have you tried to go back to sleep?
Oh my God, yes, I try.
So that period of that time that you get from the time you fall asleep after your night meds until you're woken up for breakfast, that's the only sleep that you're getting while you're incarcerated?
That's it.
How has that affected you?
So, listen, I know older people don't need as much sleep as younger people, but I need more than 2 hours a night. I need more than a good night is 3. One night I had 3.5 hours. It's not enough sleep to stay focused. I mean, I feel like I'm foggy sometimes because I'm just sleepy. I'm tired, and I can't go to sleep. They've got people screaming and yelling. They bang on the doors. They shake the doors. It sounds like a drum in there. It's horrible. So I can't sleep with all that noise going on. And
Let me know if you can hear me. This child, listen. I'm sorry, we lost connection with that device. I hope El Cid is minding the business that pays her, because she be all up in my business, honey. Hey girl, how you doing, El Cid? I didn't even see you in here, baby. Hello, Jackson Tabasco. Hey, let's talk about it. Shay V, Miss Lady. Welcome on in, Reefs and Muffs Mom. Mimi. Hello, hello, hello. Hey y'all. How you all doing? Tam, did I say hello to you? Cross Country Cruise her. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Miss Lady. They are going to get sick and tired of Donna's ass, her complaining, wanting special attention and accommodations like she's at a resort or something. Donna is out of control. And baby, I cannot wait to see Sister Donna right here. Look at her. Look how she was sitting in the back of that car. I think that's when she realized, oh shit, I done fucked up. I done fucked up. Look at her. All right. And here's some of the players of the family right here. Bear with me 1 second. I didn't know, Miss Lady, when she said the inmate handbook, baby, I hollered. Donna, I'm free and I'm fat. Ain't no excuse. Go to the yard and work. Baby, listen, Donna wants to actually be in the kitchen cooking. And then they said that she had the audacity. Baby, Donna was arrested, I believe, November 2023. How did you just get in there and you're still trying to, you're still trying to get used to the conditions, but she's such a control freak. How do you have a prison daughter already? You just got there. You ain't been there long enough, Donna, to have a prison daughter. So Donna gets a prison daughter because Wendy ain't fucking with her right now, right? And I guess she told the prison daughter some secrets. TD Will, welcome on in, baby. And I think allegedly that prison daughter is going to tell her business on the stand. Y'all will have to correct me if I'm wrong, because keep in mind, I only met these people 48 hours ago. Okay? I only met these people 48 hours ago, but Donna, you ain't been in there long enough to be thinking you are a prison mother. Usually what I thought and what I heard is when you have a prison dad or a prison auntie, uncle, or prison mama, you can take those terms and do what you want with them. Jail, prison, whatever. I usually thought that happened down there in prison. I don't think Donna is in prison yet, is she? Or is she just still down there in jail? It doesn't matter. She's locked up. It ain't time for all of that yet. You're getting comfortable, especially if you're claiming to be innocent. Baby, I don't want nothing to do with you son of a bitches in here. I'm not going to be before y'all long. I'm an innocent woman. Freedom is coming soon, okay? I'm just waiting on St. Peter is the type of energy I need Donna to have. Mind your business. but Donna has to be in control of something. Now on the screen, we have Wendy and Dan. Now, I watched something where they said that Wendy, in the beginning of this, relationship and whatnot, Dan is not someone she was attracted to. But lo and behold, after she's no longer, when she's no longer with Dan and she gets with the new man, why the hell does Jeff look like Dan? Now that's crazy work to me. If originally you weren't even attracted to him to begin with. But nonetheless, we have Kathy here. She's the one that some of y'all would say, who, the exotical. She's the one right there. That's Kathy, which she is the baby mama to Pretty Eyes down there on the bottom of the screen. It's to my right. That is Pretty Eyes' baby's mom. We have Charlie in the designer glasses, who is the dentist with the money. Kathy was hunching with Charlie, but the baby daddy didn't know. Allegedly, this is what I had seen so far, didn't know she was humping around, thumping, bumping, lusting, and thrusting with Charlie. Charlie was telling all of Kathy, which is the one up there, the exotical one. Is that a word? It is today. She was telling, and I got that from somewhere. I stole it from somewhere. She was telling, Charlie was telling Kathy all her goddamn business. It's Katie, my bad. Katie and her stinking ass and her baby daddy and his thug ass friend. Katie was listening to Charlie vent about Wendy and her husband. Kathy, Katie, whatever the hell her mammy named her. Let me tell you something, baby. She said, well, I know just who to call. Shit, I know somebody I can call. I can have everything. Listen, baby, I can get Dan out of your hair in 13 minutes flat. So what did she do? Allegedly, I'm paraphrasing, she got in contact with her baby daddy. Her baby daddy got in contact with the other thug above him, who was part of a gang. Now, they said that he took his fatherhood serious. He got him a good job, but he was part of some popular gang out there over there, okay? He was part of that. But he was trying to get his life together. But he was still into the bullshit, okay? He was the getaway driver, all right? Kathy, Katie, whatever, all right? And the two hitmen here on the screen, they were the ones to go down for all of this first. Okay. Katie, Pretty Eyes, and Thug Mister were the ones to go down for all of this originally. Katie and her new titties, Pretty Eyes and Mr. Thug with their new bikes, Donna writing checks from work, paying Katie, and shit just got sloppy, okay? In a nutshell, all right? Let's play more clips of Donna before we depart. I got to go after this. I got to go. Where did we leave off at?
It's been a big for you is lack of sleep. So we're going to.
Donna can't sleep. We found out Donna can't sleep, baby. Lord forbid. She's in jail. She can't sleep.
I've gained more than a third of my body weight here.
She's fat. Donna has gained weight. She feels fat. She's eating carbs. They're serving spaghetti with mashed potatoes, as if. And also, in the inmate handbook, there's recess that she's not getting. She wants to go outside in the yard.
So with respect to the time period when you've been in the annex, which was from August of 24 until recently February of 2025, was it your understanding you're supposed to be taken outside a certain number of times?
Well,
Lord forbid, they're not taking Donna outside, okay? Let's look at a little bit of Donna. What is this? Some people. After Donna was arrested, this ain't funny, but it is because I'm sick. Donna was in the back of the transportation vehicle, shaking, shivering, shimmying, and carrying on, baby. Throw a cat, not y'all cat. I'm just you. Hey, I don't no harm to animals, but if you take a cat and you throw it into the deep end of the pool, this is what Donna was given in the back of the paddy wagon. I'm gonna call it the paddy wagon, baby. When she figured out and found out, oh shit, I'm fucked. This is it. I'm done. Here she is.
Some people say this will help Donna with the jury. Georgia, make sure you got some smart brains on that jury. Hire a jury consultant. It's more than worth it. I mean, is it wrong that this wouldn't work on me? I can see right through those gibbers. Goodbye, Donna. Yeah, it's never worth it.
Donna. Now, some will say, doll, what if she was having a panic attack, an anxiety attack? What if she was having a seizure? You know what? You want me to feel sorry for Donna? Do you really? You want me to feel sorry for Donna right now? Well, what about Dan? What about those boys? When it comes to Donna, this is how I feel about it, regardless of what she got going on.
Did you really snatch an 86-year-old woman's purse?
She wants to hurt me. And the bitch don't even know me. I hope that they beat her ass. Some of the women in prison beat her ass every day for long as she's in there.
Some people might say that's harsh.
Well, so what she did to me was even worse. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
And that is how I feel about Donna. I don't give a fuck that she is in the back shimmying, shaking, shivering like a cat thrown into the deep end of the pool. I don't care about none of that. Donna is privileged. Donna is getting a great dose of her reality, okay? A great dose of her reality. I don't give a damn. I don't. Donna is a mess, okay? She's a mess. And she, baby, sometimes you got to pay the price. You got to pay to play out here, Donna. It took you that long to shiver and shimmy when you were in the back of that car, just as calm as a cucumber because you thought you had it all figured out. Donna thought she was just going to go down there to the police station and they was going to talk to her and that was going to be it. But then when you found out that you were about to be where? Sent to the jailhouse, you want to get up on here and show your ass and I'm supposed to be feeling sorry for her? Fuck Donna.
Some people say this will help Donna with the jury. Georgia?
Donna's petty as hell. Come on now. Then where's the picture of Donna in her turtle suit? Hold on, let me go get that. Oh God, where's the picture of Donna in her turtle suit? Let me go ahead and get that. Because baby, listen, I ain't got time for Donna and her mess. I really, Donna is stressing me out. Can you tell? She's getting on my last nerves. She really is. She's stressing me clean out. They had to stop the transport and call EMS to have her checked out. Nothing, and was not Miss 215. Baby, she is a cartoon character. You would say that is a shimmy and shake you can do without, honey. Listen, Donna is a piece of work. Okay. Now, if you're catching the replay, I was supposed to say that. Listen, there's a possibility that this live is going to be choppy. A lot has happened during this live. Okay, I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. So much has happened during this live, so I do apologize in advance for that. If it seems like there's something missing, and I'm talking about something that you didn't see, it is only because I had to remove it because YouTube hit me with a copy strike because there's some of the clips that include background music that will remove your, you'll be demonetized via that video, not your channel, but that video. All right, bear with me 1 second to fix some settings here, if y'all don't mind. Let me play another video for y'all because I need to fix some things. What is this right here? What is Donna talking about? So we got into, okay, she was shivering.
You're going to run me commissary. I said, I'm going to what? And she said, unless you want those pretty white teeth knocked out of your mouth, you're going to.
I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if it's the films or what. She mentions something about these pretty white teeth. Now, I can use a bleach myself. I can use a good bleaching. I would prefer to have a bleaching, okay? My teeth are not white, but I'm not running around here saying my pretty white teeth, okay? Donna is saying the girls are at her because she got pretty white teeth. But when I look here on this video, like I said, I don't know if it's the camera, the films, but them damn teeth don't look white to me.
You're going to run me commissary. I said, I'm going to what? And she said, unless you want those pretty white teeth knocked out of your mouth, you're going to buy me commissary. So I said, okay. And then she named a package that she wanted, and she's out. She was gone. She just that fast. Okay.
How bad would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would you rate the pain at the time that she did that to you?
Oh my God, it was a 10.
Okay.
I didn't know my arm could reach that far back.
Okay. And what did you do after she did that to you?
So, kind of stood there for a minute, and then I just thought, okay, I'm gonna go back to my bunk. And I went back to my bunk, and we got under the covers, and I cried. I just stayed under my covers. I didn't come out.
Okay. During your entire time in the annex, did this particular inmate remain confined in that area with you?
She was in the annex the whole time.
Okay. And I know that you don't want to talk about who did this to you, because why? Why don't you want to disclose who it was?
There's one thing I've learned since I'm there is you don't, the word is snitch. You don't snitch. You don't tell on anyone because you'll be sorry you did. And I've seen that. And so, I didn't even tell you for a while. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I didn't want to tell anybody. She's a big woman, and I was afraid of her.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm laughing. I am. Fuck her. Excuse my language. Whew, Jesus. She's getting on my nerves. She is. F her. You get everything you deserve, Donna. Because you're always in the business of your kids. And I know Harvey is having the time of his life without you right now. Not telling them what to wear, what to do, what to eat, what to sip on. Huh? Donna's not done. We have more clips of Donna down there showing her ass at them people's courthouse.
The next thing I want to talk about is what transpired in October of, October of 2024, where you had said previously you were attacked. What were you doing? Where were you at, first of all, in that place?
In October. So I was in the bathroom. It's 10:30 at night. I went in to brush my teeth.
Okay.
There are three sink stations in the bathroom. Each one has 4 sinks. And I was at the center station with my back to the door, and I'm a righty, so I was holding my toothbrush with my right hand, and I was balancing myself with my left hand on the sink, just brushing my teeth. That's all I was doing.
And what happened?
And someone came up behind me and pulled my left hand away from the sink and twisted my arm and jerked it behind my back, like reaching up toward my neck.
Okay.
And so...
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt.
Okay, what happened?
It hurt. And I said...
Now, as Donna Adelson trial begins, two daughters are at the center of the drama. Donna's so-called jail daughter. A fellow inmate, Drina Bernhardt, claimed Donna confided in her, even calling her her daughter. But Drina struck a deal. Probation in exchange for testimony. According to filings, she'll allege Donna tried to recruit false witnesses to help her beat the charges. The defense says Drina was acting as an agent of the state, pushing Donna for incriminating statements after investigators warned her not to. Another inmate backed that up, testifying Drina wasn't just listening. She was fishing for information. If true, her testimony could be barred. And then came the second daughter. Wendy, her real daughter, has been subpoenaed by both sides. She agreed to testify for the prosecution under immunity, but refused to take the stand for her mother. Donna's lawyers fought to force her, but the judge quashed the defense subpoena, ruling Wendy could not be compelled to risk self-incrimination. For Donna, the betrayal cuts deep. One daughter refusing to help, another behind bars, preparing to testify against her. Jury
Did something happen to you recently where you cut your arm?
Yes.
Okay, tell the court what happened, please.
So I was walking past the washing machine on my way to the restroom, and I bumped into the, there's like a metal bracket that holds the washing machine in place, I guess, and it was my fault. I bumped into it.
And what happened?
So I cut my arm pretty badly.
So what did you do after you cut your arm?
So the timing was it's kind of interesting because the med nurse was there doing morning meds. So I got onto the bleeding wouldn't stop. It was just pouring out. And so I figured I'll get on the line with the other girls and I'll speak to the med nurse. So I waited my turn and I got to the med nurse and she said, "Whoa, what happened to you?" And I said, "My fault. I just bumped into the washing machine and I cut myself." So she looked at it and she said, "Yeah, that's a problem." I said, "Yeah, can I get a Band-Aid or gauze or something, some antibiotic cream?" She said, "Yeah, I don't have any antibiotic cream and I don't have a Band-Aid." So I looked at her and I said, "Well, what should I do?" She said, "Well, why don't you use your toilet paper and put it on there?" I said, "But it's gushing. I can't put toilet paper on there." So one of the girls saw me and she said, "Oh my God," and she came running over and she opens up a sanitary napkin and she put it on there so that and it was filling the sanitary napkin with blood. And so another girl came over. She took the bloodied one away and she gave me hers too. And I was applying that. So I said to the nurse again, "I'm not going to be able to stop it holding this. Isn't there something you can do?" She says, "The best I could offer you would be to fill out a medical request form." So I said, "You want me to do that now?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, can I have a medical request form?" She says, "Oh, I don't have any." I said, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" And she said, "I don't know what to tell you." She said, "Maybe the night nurse will have that."
Baby, if y'all don't think I'm not on this story like white on rice, this is my type of foolishness. This is what I like to see down there in them people's courthouse. I like a good show. I do, because I'm silly as hell and Donna is a mess. Donna and her roots. She looks a mess. She is a mess. And baby, I'm here for it. Yes, I am. I'm here for it. Hey, honey, say that. Welcome on in. Baby, I am here for the mess. Do you hear me, Honduran chick 76? Hey, baby, how you doing? Definitely giving a Karen certain sound, baby. The sound bites that you can create from her and this foolishness. Unicorn Jim, welcome on in. Oh, baby, I don't know how she would do in confinement. Okay, and you ain't lying. She won't have to worry about being bothered, and she can get her 10 to 12 hours of sleep. Yes, she can. And might lose a little weight. Do they? I don't know if the meals are limited down there in the confinement or not, but you know, she's complaining about the over consumption of carbs. Baby, that sanitary napkin was the best thing you could get to get that blood up off of you, honey. All right, DMV Scorpion Flim Pie. Hey, let's talk about it. Welcome on in. How is everybody doing? This is a mess, okay? Let me see if we have any more, because there's so many clips. There's so much floating around with this lady. Let's see, what is this one?
Did something happen to you recently where you...
She gets a boo-boo. What's this?
So your single brother is a pretty handsome guy, right?
Right, so this is Wendy. This is just one clip of Wendy. Although we were more so focused on Donna, I'm going to play this clip so that I can delete some of these clips off of here and continue with this shit show moving forward. I am not going to actually live stream or do anything with the trial that's going on right now. I believe the opening arguments, it's just going to more so be a discussion, shit talking. You know how we do, baby. We just sit around and talk a little shit. Okay, so we don't want to be too serious with this because I told you all, I am not, I'm not well versed when it comes to this court lingo, and I don't want to mess up the damn church's money. All right, so let me go ahead and play this clip of Wendy real quick that I found from the TikTok.
So your single brother, is a pretty handsome guy, right?
I think he's handsome.
Right. We've seen his pictures. Good-looking guy. Never been married, right?
No.
And what kind of car does he own? They're Mercedeses and Ferraris, right?
He drove an unmarked police car for a while.
Did he ever have a Mercedes?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
The only funny story I can tell you from the trial. So there was a point at which I was standing up just to stretch. I looked over and I see this girl with blonde curly hair. She's like okay looking.
Yeah,
and
you saw that.
I'm looking at her, and there's this girl sitting next to her who's like smiling at me. She's wearing this blue dress. She's got a Jennifer Aniston. I'm like, oh, that girl's pretty cute. She's smiling at me. And I'm thinking, it's probably like some law school students from the school or local. Maybe. Like, giving me like a really warm smile, like a little blonde, like waving hi to me. So I'm looking at them and smiling at them back and then nodding my head. And then Dan comes over to me. He says, stop looking at your sister because there's a lot of people here. You shouldn't be like saying hi. I go, I go, Dan, I didn't see my sister. Is my sister here? Or where is she? He goes, that's actually the one thing that's kind of funny. He goes, you were just smiling and nodding your head at her. I go, oh, shit, Dan. He goes, that's her friend Tova, and that's your sister.
It was Morgan. She was sitting right in front of the Markells.
She was sitting to Wendy's left.
Yeah.
Or whoever it was.
Yeah,
he goes, Charlie, the girl must lose your sister. I go, oh shit, I had no idea. I thought she was like attracted to me, smiling and like acknowledging me, and I was smiling back. I'd never seen Wendy's hair like that. I guess it's been so long since I've seen her, I didn't realize that was her. I thought these girls were saying hi to me. The girl's her sister. I go, oh.
I said, you never told me that. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah. I didn't know it until after. And I saw them looking at me and like the blonde like gave me a little wave with the hand.
Yeah.
So I thought people were being friendly to me.
I think she gave you a little more than a wave.
So I'm like, man, because he said something about my sister being here. I'm like, where is she? I haven't seen her yet. That's what I was just talking to you about. Like, you shouldn't be making contact. I go, I wasn't talking. Where's my sister at? That was your sister.
This family's cursed.
That is disgusting. And he kept going on and on and on and on. Wendy wanted no parts of it. You can hear on her, and she's like, Wendy was definitely cringing on the other line, like, oh my God. Oh my God. What were my children doing when I wasn't home? That's what. That's why she might think the damn family is cursed. She had no control over her children. Okay? No control over her children. And that didn't sit well or sizzle in her spirit. I don't know how many people Donna organized to have removed from the face of this earth, but I thought that was very sick and nasty. And that just proves one thing about Charlie, that he definitely thinks with his dick most of the time. Excuse me. I know it's early at 9:12 a.m. on a Friday okay? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But that just lets you know right then and there that Charlie only thought about where he could put his dick at. And that's it, and that's all. After he got off of work, probably during work, okay? Where can his dick go? For him to be in court, all about his freedom. This is about his freedom. He is on the phone with his mother talking about some women he thinks are smiling and waving at him and flirting with him, who are kind of cute, and the whole goddamn time it's his sister. Well, 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 well. Yikes. I guess, honey. So, what else do we have here that I shared over here on my StreamYard before we go? Shout out to Donna.
And we now meet Donna Adelson from Coral Springs, Florida. I want to hear all about you, Donna. Let's go.
Shout out to Donna and her shoulder pads, who now lives
I've gained more than 1/3 of my body weight here.
Now fat, and she has roots and she hates it. So this is Donna right here in the back of the car, you know, still trying to deal with this warrant that they told they had for her arrest. She's in the back of the car on the body cam footage, and when they told her that they had a warrant, she was like, well, I didn't know I had a warrant. Why didn't they tell me I had a warrant? You know, they didn't tell her that down there to the airport. So, you know, it still didn't sit well with her. She didn't start shivering, shimmying, or shaking here. That didn't start until she was in this vehicle right here. Okay.
Some people say this will help Donna. With
two different vehicles, two different modes of transportation. All right. So the complaints with the abuse allegations that Donna was talking about, I believe that is from the February 26th bond hearing and abuse allegations. It says Donna testified tearfully about alleged abuse and extortion in jail, trying to secure release on bond. Okay. Her defense argued she couldn't prepare for trial under current condition and she wasn't a flight risk. I'm sorry. Did we not just arrest Donna in November 2023 for what? She's not a flight risk? Baby, she was on her way to the NOM with her husband Harvey. But she's not a flight risk, they say. The state countered with evidence of her attempted escape to the NOM and jailhouse calls suggesting intent to flee. Okay. Yeah. So there was also some pretrial hearings, suppression motions, and they said on August 18th there was an emergency motion hearing. All right, August 19th through the 22nd, which is today, was the jury selection. I believe they finished that. I might be wrong. I told y'all I'm working backwards. I just met these people 48 hours ago, okay? So I am working backwards. Please forgive me if I said anything loud and wrong. I'm ignorant right now because I'm still trying to catch up with the bullshit, okay? With the bullshit. Charlie is going to definitely stress me. If Donna is stressing me out, if Charlie is on the phone, on the jailhouse phone that is being recorded, the calls that are being recorded, telling his mom how he thought his sister was a piece of ass that was going to await for him because he's an innocent man, remember, allegedly, air quotes. I don't know what to tell y'all about this family. I don't. Can't wait to get to the phone calls. There's so much to get into when it comes to this family. This is an email that Donna sent to Wendy. This was when Dan was still alive and the custody battle was very nasty and thick because Wendy wanted to move back to Miami to be close to her family. Dan lived in Tallahassee. But Wendy had to stay in Tallahassee because I believe they had split custody. I believe so, or something like that. I'm not here to really get into all of that just yet because I'm still trying to catch up on everything. But in the email here, let's listen to how Donna likes to manipulate and be in control of her family. I'm going to have to definitely, let me see if I can widescreen this. Because I damn sure can't see that. No, I cannot. Let me, hold on, you guys. So Donna would refer to Dan as jibbers. And that is not jigger, that's jibbers. Jibbers. Hi, honey. She is sending this email to Wendy, her daughter. Hi, honey. Okay. Just like it says on your necklace, never, never, never give up. It's time for action. It's time to take control over your life and not let jibbers think he just won anything by having you remain in Tallahassee, 8 hours away from the only family you have, and lose out on what will be a job that will afford you and your children advantages that they will never otherwise be able to enjoy. Let's show this. There was something redacted. What will make him absolutely miserable. You know his weak points: money, religion, control. You have 5 weeks before your court date. I know you have a job that keeps you very busy. However, the rest of your life, Dad's, mine, and yes, Charlie's will be affected by now. She said, consequently, Dad's, mine, and yes, even Charlie's will be affected by how well you can perform and act before July the 31st. You can be a good actress when you want to. I've seen you in action. You need to put on the performance of your life. Jibbers hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. You have a very strong family behind you. Just remember that. Dad and I have done everything we could to try to help you for the last 10 months. Now it's time for you to help yourself. We believe that you will be able to make this happen. If you can put these actions before everything else this next month, and you know that you've only got the kids a limited number of days to do this, we believe that jibbers will be saying, stop this. And you'll be telling him, you wanted me in Tallahassee. My children are going to fit in this Bible Belt. They're going to church every time I have them. I'm having them privately tutored at home to get them caught up for the Sunday school classes. So pretty much what Donna wanted Wendy to do was, they're Jewish. Dan was very serious about his kosher diet, to the point where, baby, at the wedding, he was very pissed off that Wendy canceled what was supposed to be the kosher menu down there to the reception after the wedding. Yes, she did. I believe Donna was probably behind that as well. Now, keep in mind, they're both Jewish. They're both Jewish. Donna told her daughter to get to Dan to change the religion of the boys and tell him that she's been taking them to church, getting them caught up down there at the Sunday school. Like, this is the type of email she sent her daughter. This bitch is Looney Tunes, okay? Looney, a loony bin. Now, there's another text message here as well. And after this, I got to go. Right here, this is another Over My Dead Body, ABC 2020. This is what I'm currently watching right now as well, to get caught up on this whole situation with the Adelson family. Here's a message here, which is a financial message. Now, this doesn't have anything to do right now with the murder of Dan, but this is a message back in July 19th, 2011. I don't remember what the purpose of this message was as far as why I took the screenshot. But I think it's letting you know that he used to keep cash pals in his safe. So I believe this is what this message, this is what this message is all about. So, good morning, Charlie. This is Donna sending a text message to Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. I need to take $25K from your office checkbook and put it in Dad's office checkbook in order to break even this month. Can we do that? Do you have enough money in your office account for us to write that check? If you do, then Dad will move $25K in cash in the safe into your PAL. Please let me know as soon as possible so Dad can take care of this today. You can call, I'm home, or you can text me, whatever is better for you. I love you, honey, Mom. Charlie does respond and it says, no problem. Mom says, thank you. All right. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Like I said, with this family, there's so much going on. Yes, she wanted what she wanted Wendy to do, you guys. She wanted Wendy to tell Dan that the boys are now Christian, okay? They're now going down there to the Baptist church. They're now going down there to the Kirk Franklin concert, okay? She wanted Dan to believe that the boys are no longer Jewish. This is what Donna sent the email to her daughter about. She wanted her daughter to act and mentally fuck over Dan because Dan took his religion serious. Like it was a major part of Dan. The food, the commute, all of it. It was a major deal for him. Okay. Now keep in mind, she doesn't fuck with her son and disowned her son because the woman that he was in love with was not part of the Jewish community. I don't know if I'm saying this shit correct or not. So pardon me for that. But now that you guys didn't get your way with this nasty custody battle, you want your daughter to switch these kids over to a different religion just to fuck with, excuse me, gibbers, which is Dan, may he rest in peace. Like this is a mess. This is a mess. So just imagine the different communication that they're going to pull out for this trial before Dan was murdered. Because like I said, that email was from 2011. I believe Dan was murdered in 2014. Hold on. When was Dan murdered? Hold on, you guys. Dan was shot in the head on July the 18th, 2014, and died on July 19th, 2014. So imagine the communication before they came up with the bright idea to hire people to get him out of here. Now they said the brother here on the screen, Charlie looks, look, baby, is this the same man down there in the jailhouse? Look at Charlie here on the screen and look at him now. Do we have a picture of Charlie now? This is Charlie again with the sunglasses. Oh, baby. Charlie looks a mess. I got to let me show y'all what Charlie is looking like now. Damn, jail has not been kind to him. Charlie Adelson. Now. Hold on a minute. Jesus. What had happened? My God, on today. Look at him. Woo, shit. I don't know what he got going on down there to the prison house. Baby, he looks a mess. Donna in her turtle suit. I might as well go get that picture for y'all as well. Turtle suit. Where's it at? Oh, wait, I forgot to put Donna Adelson. And honey, Katie, she in the jail looking pretty, while these two are looking a damn mess down there in the jailhouse. So there's that. It's not going to really be a clear picture. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I think I got to steal this from somebody's damn thumbnail. Sorry to the thumbnail that I'm stealing this picture from, but I got to show the people. Now, Donna had to wear that turtle suit because remember on that phone call, she mentioned something about taking herself up out of here. So that's why you're going to see her in this turtle suit. But I was laughing in members yesterday because I really didn't know, you guys, that when they said turtle suit, that it was green like that. I didn't know it really was giving, the Ninja Turtle Halloween costume down there to the Party City. I had no idea. Rest in peace to Party City. I think they done closed. That's what they had told me. They done closed all the Party Cities. Hold on 1 second. I know I didn't put the pictures up yet, baby. I'm trying to thank you, Elsa, for the timestamp. I'm about to get the hell out of here. Damn, why can't I get into the studio? Shit. Hold on, y'all. It's not letting me into the studio so that I can show you. Oh, Nola 504, she didn't set up a hey Jet Black Baby. Nola 504, she didn't set up a dating profile. She's pretty. I'm pretty sure she's you know, she's getting everything that she needs. I'm pretty sure she's getting everything that she needs down there on that dating profile from the men's. You know, they like them something exotical, child. Let me see here. All right, they're uploading now. One of them must be, oh, what the hell? Really? So the other two pictures weren't that? So here's Donna in her turtle suit right here. They wanted to make sure Donna wasn't going to be down there, you know, hurting herself down there in the jailhouse and whatnot. So hold on, y'all. God damn, it's like it's like a wet soup sandwich. I am fucking up the church's money right now. Bear with me. Let me show y'all what Charlie is giving right now, honey, because he looks a mess. He does. Donna definitely looks a mess, honey. She can't get nobody to do her roots down there. Do they not have that type of, they don't have hair dye down there to the jailhouse? Ooh, girl, she looks a mess. Yes, she does. Hold on, y'all. All right, so let me get the pictures uploaded, hopefully. And then we'll go. Do we have any birthdays while I'm fumbling and sitting here unorganized? Any birthdays in the dollhouse yet? Today. I know we have one coming up on the 24th. Okay, let me see. Baby, he looks a mess. Hey, DMV 703. Oh, yeah, I spoke to you, baby. Hey, well, it's okay to say hi again, but she need to get something. Hey, let's talk about it, baby, because she looked like child, listen, baby, you know they be saying that they don't age too well, honey. That's what they had said, honey. I'm not. We got white people in here, but that's what they say, that y'all don't be aging. You know what I'm saying? That's what they had said, baby. I'm just telling you what they had said. But look at Charlie here. Look at Charlie. He's a nice looking man. Okay. Got his glasses on. You could tell he was really into his hair regimen, right? Look at Charlie now. Look at him. Look. Baby, that gel is whipping his ass. Baby, aging like milk. The milk is spoiled. The milk is spoiled. Charlie had that money, okay? He did. He had that money. Look at him there. Look. Baby, listen. You know he was a busybody because he had that money. You know he was a busybody. All right. And of course, Donna wanted Charlie to settle down, find a wife, and all of the things, but he was the one with the money. So she just let him do whatever the hell he wanted to do. Look at him. Hey, much better today. How are you, honey? Look at this mess here. Not this mess, not right here. I forgot to switch when I said, look at this mess. He's a nice looking man. But let me tell you something, baby. When you out here fucking around in these streets and you want to do shit you ain't got no business doing, okay? You want to do shit you ain't got no business doing. This was before she was arrested, okay? You gonna look a mess if you don't have the proper tools, such as your shea butter and things like that down there in the jailhouse. Now, you know, some of us, we go to jail, we come out looking brand new. But baby, not Charlie and his mammy. No. Charlie was, baby, yeah, much better today. Charlie was, baby, listen, okay? That penis of Charlie was overworked, okay? Was overworked, baby. Definitely was overworked, overtime. And Yeah, so we're going to definitely get into this mess discussion. We're not really going to, we're going to talk about the wrap up of what happened in court. Of course, if there's any clips that are going to go viral from the court hearing or trial, excuse me, from the trial of Donna Adelson, we'll definitely get into those things. But we're definitely not going to be like streaming live while court is in session. I'll be watching that on my own by myself, and then I'm gonna come over here and talk a little shit. But I still have to get caught up with the family. So if you're just now getting into the room, I have to move backwards. I'm starting with Donna. I got to get into Charlie. I got to get into Katie. I got to get into Wendy. I don't know why her stinking ass ain't in jail yet. But Wendy, I believe you are up next, baby. Everybody's going to get a turn. And then I got to see why y'all think Harvey ain't got nothing to do with this, or Harvey don't know. Baby, he was with his wife with a one-way ticket down there to the Nam. That tells me everything I need to know right there. When that call was still recording, when Charlie dropped off, when the mom was talking about and speaking about her plans, they said she was talking to her husband. But so I don't know why Harvey and Wendy are out here free as a bird right now. I have no idea. Okay. I don't know, El Cid. Again, I've only known these people for 48 hours so far. I'm still in the process of watching the different docs. I still have to finish over her dead body. I still have to finish the podcast that I was listening to, the audio that I showed you guys, which was what was that called? Hold on. I gotta go look at my phone. Murder in the Morning, which was from the Hidden Killers podcast. I'm still listening to that. I still have to watch a full doc on Dateline, I believe. There's just so much that I have to do in order to catch up with just Donna alone and everybody else. Okay. What you say, Harvey doing the rope-a-dope? He was the money maker, baby. Harvey looks good to be in his 80s. Allegedly, she said that he could not make it home safe when she was arrested. And when they would pan the body cam over to Harvey, I'm like, Harvey looked younger than Wendy. What the hell you mean? Harvey had his little fly outfit on. Baby, he was about to fly with his wife, one-way ticket to the Nam. Talking about, like, she tried to make it seem like Harvey, baby, was senile, can't get home safe. Hun, you have to call the Uber. You have to call the Uber to get home, hun. He can't get home safe. I'm paraphrasing. You know how Donna does, okay? Before we go, let's see Donna in action one more time again before we depart.
Some people say this will help Donna with the jury. Georgia, make sure you got some smart brains on that jury. Hire a jury consultant. It's more.
And once more, if you think I feel sorry for Donna, in the words of my grandmother,
did you really snatch an 86-year-old woman's purse?
She wanted to hurt me. And the don't even know me. I hope that they beat her. Some of the women in prison beat her every day for long as she's in there.
Some people might say that's harsh.
Well, so what she did to me was even worse. I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
And don't, Grandma. And don't. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. Happy birthday. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday to you, baby, and many more blessings. I hope you get everything that you wanted to get today. You better be looking good, feeling good, and you damn sure better be smelling good, because that is mandatory over here in the Dollhouse. And I don't mean that you get in the shower. I mean that walk by wind, baby. You know the doll is a French whore down there in Paris when I walk by, okay? And I always, sometimes I got them red lips on, okay, period. Let's play the birthday song for you before we go. It is the 22nd, so this is the last day for this song, and we are going to switch over to just a standard birthday little song, baby. I'm no longer doing the Zodiac birthday clips because I forget to do it, and sometimes I'm just doing a standard birthday one moving forward, okay?
listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So happy birthday to you, you guys. I am going to make a new intro just for Donna and her family. I'm also going to just have a clip that I can play, that not a 10-minute clip, just like a timeline of different events and things that occurred, who was arrested and when, so that if you are not familiar with this story, I can just click a button and get you caught up in a good 5 minutes or so, okay? And we will go from there. It'll be discussion, a little bit of shit talking. You know how we do over here in the digital living room of the Dollhouse. All right. I got to speak with Sister Coco. If you don't know who Sister Coco is, that is my co-pilot. Me and her go together. Okay. That is my girlfriend. Yes, that is, baby. She keeps me organized when I need to refer to something. Now, I know I come over here and it's not given that, but Coco's working with me. Okay. Bear with us. We're getting there. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's live. And when it comes to Donna, I really don't give a damn. And I don't give a up. I do not feel sorry for her. Not one bit. She's out of control. She is out of control. I am not accepting any DMs right now. I love y'all. I joke when I say that, but no, seriously, I'm really knee deep and in a rabbit hole with all of this right now. So I just don't have time to check DMs, be somebody's mother. You know, Randolph might want to look, you know what I mean? I don't have time to be a friend, a sister, a aunt, a mom. I ain't got time for all of that and be in Donna's business, checking DMs, because there's too much going on. There's some bullshit and foolishness with trending topics, with this, that, and the third. So right now, I just want to focus on Donna, Wendy, Harvey, Charlie, rest in peace, Dan, his parents, Katie and her new titties, the two hitmen. I got a lot to catch up on. We're talking about something that happened in 2014. It is 2025. Have an amazing day. You know, we are going to exit the live with a little bit of bullshit before we go. Okay.
My Lord. A snapping turlock. Wow. I hope that's all in there. Look at that sucker. A snapper.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. He ready to snap too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Lord. This is at the home of...
Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. You could save 200 pounds per person, ho. That's about 50 pounds for a family of 4. Nothing beats a jet suit holiday. 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 For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. You got to shake, drop, work, drop, shake, drop.
And baby, when it comes to Donna and her finances, okay?
I am very rich, bitch. Understand? I am very rich.
Rich, you need to get your mother teeth fixed. How about that?
They're done. They're done.
Remember, I knew.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, baby. This is a mess.
I got all kind of cars right now. I don't give a what was repossessed. You just check my crib, bitch, and see the cars in my garage when you lift the goddamn garage up. Don't tell me what has been. Tell me what's now, okay?
Boy, we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Unfiltered Doll Reactions.
All right, Slash.
Oh, what you working for?
No Honduran chick, baby. No, I've been trying to attempt to. Let's play it. And okay, so before we go, everybody that is trying to attempt, I can't do that. And baby, I'm a dancer. I know how to dance. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have rhythm
with the, let's try it, y'all. We're gonna put it on. I'm not going on camera, of course, but we're gonna play the JetBlue. If you don't know what a JetBlue holiday is, it's a disaster. Okay. So we're going to play the JetBlue holiday before we get up out of here. I need you all to stand up with me and Honduran Chick. If you're at work, baby, you ain't got your own office, then it's set on down. I get it. All right. Some of us still work from the house. Okay. Now, for those of us who like to shake a little ass, shake a little tail feather, we're going to play the Jet2 holiday. And let's see. I want y'all to report back over here in the chat and tell me what's going on. All right. So let's go. I'm going to loop it. We're going to do it twice. Get your little exercise in. Stand up. All right, let's go.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. You could save 200 pounds per person, ho. That's about 50 pounds for a family of 4. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. 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 For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. You got to shake, drop, work, drop, shake, drop. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. You could save 200 pounds per person, ho. That's about 50 pounds for a family of 4. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. 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 For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. You got to shake, drop, work, drop, shake, drop. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. You could save 200 pounds per person, ho. That's about 50 pounds for a family of 4. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. 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 For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low. For a family of 4. For a family of 4. You got to mix and shake and work and drop the roll low.
Oh, listen. I think it's something about the legs. I got to go to the original video because I did edit that video. I got to pay attention to how the feet, if it's the feet moving. See, it's one thing when you know how to twerk, but it's that is, what's that called? Y'all call that the bounce or something? Is that the bounce for my people down there from the Louisiana? There's something I'm missing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how you make something and you're like, oh, this is missing something. There's something I'm missing. Okay. And that's me, Honduran Chick. I'm thinking you're not supposed to be twerking. And that's my problem. I'm twerking and winding, but the legs and the hands, like I got to get all of that going. I got to get all of that going. And honey, I knows how to dance. Okay. Yes, I do. I knows how to dance and cut a rug, but I'm like, I cannot get that one to save my life. So, I got to go pay attention and get into the leg movements. I'm going to have y'all niece. I'm going to send that clip to y'all niece and tell her to tell me what I need to do. Because of course, if I'm a dancer, my daughter's a dancer. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you, Honduran Chick, for we burned a little bit of something. What did we burn? A half a calorie just now. It's better than nothing. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Unfiltered Doll Reactions.
All right, Slash.
Oh, what you working for?
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off again. Get your way up.